Are you tired of paying for multiple tools just to create one full project? So was I, until I started looking into Higgsfield and wondered if it can actually replace every single tool I use and offer everything in one place. And if it can actually do what it claims, you're about to save a significant amount of money every month. So by the end of this video, you'll have seen every major feature Higgsfield offers, and you'll know exactly whether it can cover up all your creative needs. When you first log in, you'll notice everything is organized at the navigation bar at the top. I'll walk you through every feature this platform has to offer and how it utilizes its tools. So if you want to follow along and test everything with me, I'll leave a link to Higgsfield in the description below. We're starting with images, so click on Image, which will take you into the image generation workspace. The main thing you'll notice is that you get access to multiple image generation models inside this single tab. And when a new one releases, it shows up here automatically, so you're always working with whatever is best right now. Out of everything available right now, two models stand out. Nano Banana 2 is the one you rely on for most use cases. It generates at a speed that most tools genuinely can't match, and the quality is still high enough to use. GPT Image 2 is the one you use when you need professional level outputs. We're talking 4K quality, near perfect text rendering inside images, and a level of photorealistic detail that puts it ahead of almost everything else available right now. So I'm selecting GPT Image 2, setting the aspect ratio to 16:9, resolution to 1K, and generating a cinematic scene from scratch. I'll paste in this prompt and generate. Considering that this is the model working from just a single prompt, it's a very impressive output. The reflections on the wet surface, the way the neon light enters the fog, and the depth in the background are all elements that add to the hyper-realism. And generating new images is only half of what this workspace can do. There's also an entire editing side. Still inside the Image tab, you'll see lots of tools you can use to edit your images. The one I want to show you is in Paint, because it's one of the most useful ones. What this tool does is let you paint over a specific area of an existing photo and replace just that part without touching anything else. I'm uploading a photo of myself here, and I'm going to select the background area only, being careful not to paint over myself, and then paste in the prompt asking it to replace my background with a Tokyo rooftop. The result actually holds up really well. Everything blends cleanly, and it doesn't look like a cutout dropped onto a stock photo. It actually looks like I was sitting there in the scene. Even the way the lighting hits my skin feels natural and realistic. Now, if you make YouTube content, the next thing I want to show you with this workflow will be extremely useful. Like I said before, GPT Image 2 is currently one of the only AI image models that can render accurate, clean text inside a generated image. So having access to that, while also being able to generate images with existing assets, means you can build YouTube thumbnails directly inside Higgsfield without opening Photoshop or Canva. Head back into the image generation workspace with GPT Image 2 selected, and this time I'll upload the same photo of myself as a reference, and I'll paste in this thumbnail prompt. And here it is. The text is accurate, and the shattered logo is extremely eye-catching, which is what you want for a YouTube thumbnail. If there's anything you want to adjust, you can always take this image into one of the editing tools and fix it without ever leaving the platform. This way, you get a production-ready thumbnail built entirely inside one tab. Now that we've covered image generation and editing, let me show you the next big section, which is video creation. Click on Video in the top navigation bar to get into the video generation workspace. Like with the Image tab, you're not locked into one model. In Higgsfield, you can access all the popular video generators in one place. So Kling, VO 3.1, Sora 2, and many more all exist here. And again, when something new drops, it's already in your dashboard. Two models are worth focusing on right now. Kling 3.0 is the economical choice without risking quality. It outputs natively in 4K. It has a feature called Auto Multi-Shot that lets you describe multiple camera angles in a single prompt and cuts between them automatically, and it generates cinematic audio alongside the video. For the credit cost, the output is genuinely impressive. The other model is Cadence 2.0, which is currently the most advanced model on the platform, and it's great for complex motion, visual effects, physics-heavy scenes, anything where you need the highest possible output quality. It costs quite a lot of credits, but when you need something that looks professional, this is the obvious choice. Before I generate anything though, there's something important to understand about video prompts that most people skip over. The way you write your prompt has a massive impact on what comes back. A vague paragraph of text gives the model too much to interpret, and the results suffer for it. That's why I'm using this tool, where you paste in your plain English description, and it converts it into a structured JSON prompt. You can find the link for it in the description below. JSON basically separates your prompt into clean, isolated instructions with the camera movement, the elements, and the lighting each in its own field. Video models read that with significantly more precision, and the difference in output quality is insane, so I really recommend you do it. So to start generating, select Select Kling 3.0 from the model drop-down. I'm uploading my photo as the start frame. Kling takes a start frame rather than a reference image, so whatever you upload becomes the literal first frame of the video, and it animates forward from there. Enable auto multi-shot, set the resolution to 4K, the duration to 12 seconds, and turn the audio on. I'll paste in this JSON prompt and generate.
So this is Kling 3.0, and what makes it special is the multi-shot feature. Instead of generating one angle at a time, it switches between shots automatically. One prompt, multiple angles. Done.
The multi-shot feature is doing exactly what it says. The audio is also generated alongside it. This is multi-angle talking head footage that would normally require a full camera setup and an edit, and Kling 3.0 is producing it in a single generation. It can look a bit rough on the movement sometimes, but it's not very noticeable, and honestly, for the credit cost, it's really good. But if you want the quality to be even better, switch the model to Seedance 2.0. This time, I'm generating a post-apocalyptic action sequence that requires a lot of intense action. Set the resolution to 720p, the duration 10 seconds, the aspect ratio 16:9, and leave the audio on. Paste in your JSON prompt and generate. Even at 720p, the quality is incredible. The weight of the impacts, the way the environment reacts to everything, and the intense movement are all very impressive. There's just no other model right now that would be able to offer all these things along with great audio and consistency. This is the model you use when the scene actually needs to look like it came from a real production. Now, the reason I generated at 720p is intentional. Seedance at 720p still holds enough detail to upscale cleanly, and it saves a significant amount of credits compared to generating a higher quality directly. Also with Seedance 2.0, you can only go as high as 1080p. So if you want to save credits and upscale it to 4K later, this is the best way. And it's exactly what I'm doing next. Click on video again, but this time select video upscale from the options. This is a feature most people pay for separately. Topaz Video AI is probably the most well-known standalone tool for this, and it's not cheap. Higgsfield has it built in, which means you don't need that subscription either. You get 3 upscale options. Sora 2 Enhancer removes flicker, stabilizes the footage, and improves overall video quality, which is good for cleanup work. Higgsfield Upscale increases the resolution directly for a sharper, cleaner result. It's straightforward and fast. But Topaz Video is the one I'm using because it doesn't just scale the resolution up. It uses diffusion to add detail that wasn't in the original clip, so the output looks like it was natively captured at 4K. For me, it's the best of the 3 by a clear margin. Set the model to Starlight Precise 2.5 and generate. Compare this to what we had before. It's the same core video, but we get a 4K output from a 720p source, and it holds up completely. If you're generating at 720p to save credits and then upscaling here, you're getting professional quality output at a fraction of the cost. That's a workflow worth building into your process. Now I want to show you something that goes beyond just generating images and videos, because Higgsfield has a tool that gives you actual director-level control over your productions. I'm talking about Cinema Studio, which you can find at the navigation bar. This is one of the features that makes Higgsfield genuinely stand out from any other platform. Cinema Studio 3.5 is a full filmmaking environment, with image and video generation in one place, but with camera controls that don't exist anywhere else on the platform. And I'm talking about real cinematography settings like genre, lens, focal length, and camera body type. All of these are parameters that change how the generation behaves, the same way they'd change how a real camera behaves on a set. The workflow for a complete project is very simple. You build your assets as images first, then you animate them. Make sure you're in image mode inside Cinema Studio. Select GPT Image 2 as the model and set aspect ratio to 16:9. I'm generating a character sheet so that the AI can see our character from every single perspective and get maximum consistency. Here she is. We can see her from both front and back, as well as a close-up, which is exactly what I asked for. The clean background will also help the video generator later understand what she looks like without any visual elements getting mixed in. Save this character as reporter. Now I'm switching models to cinematic locations. Cinema Studio offers a lot of unique models for image generation, and each one has its own strengths. This model is specifically built for generating environments with real cinematic quality, and it understands depth, atmosphere, and how light behaves in a real location. I'll paste in my location prompt and generate. This looks like a photo of a street taken with a real camera. Compare this with an average image generator, and the difference is noticeable. Every setting we selected is playing a role here. Save this as the location Tokyo Rain. Now let's build our scene. Switch to video mode inside Cinema Studio. This is where the director controls come in and where it starts to feel less like an AI tool and more like an actual camera department. You get a full panel of settings. I'm setting the genre to general, the style to auto, and for the camera, I'm going with auto as well. For the lens, I'm choosing anamorphic because I want that wide cinematic look, focal length at 35mm to keep it wide and immersive, and aperture at f4 for a moderate depth of field with the background slightly soft. These aren't just visual presets, they're actually changing how the model frames and exposes the scene, the same way these settings would on a real camera. Set duration to 8 seconds, the resolution 1080p, the aspect ratio 16:9, and turn the audio on. I'll paste in my prompt and generate.
Well, it's another wet one here in Tokyo tonight. Temperatures sitting around 14 degrees, rain expected to carry through till morning. If you're heading out, bring an umbrella.
Both the character and the location look exactly how we created them. The rain physics on the umbrella, the neon reflections in the puddles, and the way the light hits her coat give this scene a cinematic feel. And every directorial choice we made came through cleanly. Now, since we're creating so many videos, there's always an issue you may have noticed when it comes to AI generation. The lip sync isn't perfect. And to fix this, Higgsfield actually offers its own tool. To access it, click on Video at the top and then navigate to Lip Sync Studio. This is Higgsfield's direct replacement for HeyGen, Synthesia, and Sync.so. It has two modes: image to video, where you generate a talking clip from a static photo, and video to video, where you sync new audio to existing footage. I'm going to show both, starting with image to video. So choose Kling 2.6 lip sync as the model. I'll upload the same photo of myself that I've been using and set the duration to 10 seconds. You'll also notice two field boxes this time, one for the audio text and one for the prompt box to describe what you want to happen in your scene. Since I'm making a talking head video, my original photo is more than enough, so I'll just paste in my script in the audio box and generate.
Every tool you're currently paying for right now, I replaced all of them with one platform, and the results, they blew me away. You're going to want to check it out ASAP.
This is honestly very good. The lip movement is accurate, the facial expressions are natural, and it's all coming from a single still photo. There's even subtle body language that makes it feel even more real. If you've ever paid for a HeyGen subscription just to generate a talking avatar from your own image, this does the same thing, and it's already included in your Higgsfield plan. Now let's test video to video, which is where you fix the lip sync from existing footage. Switch the model to Sync Lip Sync 2 Pro, which is made for video to video generations, and upload the Kling 3.0 video we made, where I mentioned that it sometimes is a bit out of sync. This model is going to sync completely new audio to that existing video at 4K with frame-precise accuracy. You can select the voice you like from an existing library, and even add background noises to make it feel more authentic. So I'll set the voice to Josiah, the background audio to Office, paste in the new script, and generate.
This is what happens when AI handles your entire production pipeline. One platform, every tool, zero compromises.
The video and multiple angles are exactly the same, but now the things I say have changed, and the lip sync matches them completely. This is the kind of post-production sync work that used to require a dedicated tool and a separate subscription, and it's happening inside the same platform we've been in this entire time. And we're still not done. Let me show you a complete new tool for a totally different use case. I'm talking about Marketing Studio, which is unique to Higgsfield, and it turns products into finished video ads. It replaces AdCreative AI, Canva video ads, and the cost of hiring UGC creators. You paste in a product URL, and it handles everything from there. In the sidebar, select URL to add. I'm pasting in the Amazon link for the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Once the product is loaded, you'll see the style options. There are several formats available. UGC is a direct-to-camera creator review, the kind of content that looks like it came from a real person's channel. Unboxing is a first reaction and product reveal. Hypermotion is a high-energy motion design product reveal. TV spot is a full narrative broadcast style ad. I'm selecting UGC since it's the highest converting format for social media right now because it doesn't look like an ad. It looks like a recommendation from someone who actually uses the product, and that's the format that gets a lot of attention. Now, before creating the video, we need to make our avatar, so click on that. You can pick from the existing library, but I want to use my own face. So I'm clicking Create Avatar, choosing the option to upload a photo, and uploading the same image of myself. Higgsfield builds a custom avatar from that photo with my own face, and it's now usable as the host for any ad I generate inside Marketing Studio. Set the hook to product hit, the setting to roofing, the quality to 1080p, duration to 15 seconds, aspect ratio 9:16, write your ad description, and generate.
Whoa! This is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 1-inch sensor, fits in your pocket. I've been shooting with it for 2 weeks. My phone footage looks embarrassing now. The stabilization is doing things I genuinely can't explain, and it costs less than a lens cap for most cameras, so.
The difference is immediately noticeable. This feels a lot more genuine. The clip at the beginning, the way I talk, and the overall vibe create this familiar feeling that hooks the viewer instantly. This is a finished UGC ad that's ready to be posted, and we didn't need any other step for it. Usually it'd require separate image and video generation, and then putting it all together. But with Marketing Studio, it all happens within the same workflow. The last feature is the one that actually ties everything together, and it's the reason I think Higgsfield is genuinely different from every other platform I've tested. One of Higgsfield's most unique features is Supercomputer, which is basically an agentic AI. It's a conversational interface that has access to every other tool on the platform. So instead of navigating tabs manually, you describe what you want in plain English. It builds a full plan, shows it to you, and then executes on your approval. This way, you can create every single thing I've shown you so far from just one tab. Before running any prompts, two settings need to be confirmed. First, run mode. Set this to confirm before running so that Supercomputer will show you its complete plan after every prompt and wait for you to approve it before doing anything. That way you're always in control of what it executes. Second, set the AI model to Sonnet 4.6. This is the most capable model available for the agent, which matters when you're asking it to plan and execute complex multi-step workflows. Supercomputer also supports installable add-ons called skills, which give it specialized capabilities beyond its defaults. Open the community library inside Supercomputer and browse through them. The ones I recommend are storyboard generation, which generates structured multi-panel storyboards from a concept brief. Kling 3 Prompt Director, which writes production-ready Kling 3.0 prompts using a structured 9-field formula. Cinematic Motion Language, which adds a precise vocabulary for camera movement and motion control. Once they're installed, they're available in every session going forward, and you can access them with commands. Now, I want to build a full YouTube review of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 I showed you before. So I'll upload my photo and paste in the URL. I'll ask the Supercomputer to build a complete YouTube review game plan, including structure, key talking points, hook idea, and visuals to generate, and then generate a 15-second hook intro with me on camera holding the product. First, we get this storyboard with a full game plan that shows me everything that I asked for. Look through this very carefully, and if everything looks good, let it run. If not, you can prompt again with any changes you want, and Supercomputer will show you the new plan. I'm happy with this though, so I'm running it.
Okay, so I've been using this thing every single day for 2 weeks, and I genuinely think it might be the best travel camera you can buy right now. 3-axis stabilization, 4K 120 FPS, and it literally fits in your front pocket. Let's get into it. Here's everything you need to know.
This looks exactly like the hook of a YouTube video. It has a completely different feel from the UGC ad we made, which is exactly the point since this is meant for long-form content. And the fact that I was able to build this in such little time without ever leaving this tool is very impressive. So does Higgsfield really live up to the hype? And can it replace your whole creative suite? The short answer is yes. There is no other platform at the moment that offers access to not only every latest model, but multiple features that cover most problems that come up in AI creation. You can honestly run your entire project from beginning to end here, and you'll most likely have everything you'll need. Now, if you want a tool for a single purpose, for example, if you're a graphic designer and only care for image generation and editing, you probably won't care for the other features. But honestly, even having access to all the best models at once is convenient. So if you want to replace your entire creative suite with just one tool, click the link in the description to get started with Higgsfield. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.